I really enjoyed like that process of, but it was so messed up because even in the same time in that mania, I was listening to some spiritual lectures and they were saying in order for the universe to, first of all, the first part of that is, and I should probably do a sermon on this. The first part of that is, um, when you pray, the universe shifts. When you meditate, the universe shifts. When you put like mental intent, so when you're talking negative to yourself, saying, "Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm a bad person. Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I'm not talented." When you say those things to yourself, you're shifting the universe to manifest those type of thoughts, behaviors, and things in your life. Lack. You're manifesting lack. When you pray, it shifts the universe. So the next point was when when you ask God for something to make a change, or the universe. I just say the universe because everybody can relate that we live in a universe, no matter what you believe in. You don't have to believe in the stars, but you know there's an energy greater than yourself that's like, it's not just you doing this. It's not just the people around you and you doing this. Like there's actual energies here that are moving things in favor of us all. And so when the universe shifts, like, or when the God comes in and intervenes, they call it divine intervention. And you can, when divine intervention happens, the universe shifts and he has to turn soil over. That's what he was saying. The spiritual lecture, he was saying God has to sometimes remove everything out of your life in order to make room for the new ones. We hear these in cheesy quotes on Facebook all the time. Excuse me, but they have some truths to them. Like, one of the things, like, for example, you've been praying for God to buy a house for you and your family, or you've been praying to the universe, or you've been hoping and wishing and wanting to be a homeowner because you think it would be better for you, your family, your kids, your lifestyle, your personal growth to be a homeowner. Cool. Right now you're living in a apartment. Who cares? It's 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 5 bedroom. It's run down as whatever. But it's not a home. It's just an apartment that you rent. Then all of a sudden, you get evicted. Maybe not to fault of your own. It could have been You could have been getting evicted because the city found out that the place you were living was not up to code. You have to move, or you could even like have to leave and relocate because your kid's school and you want them to be in a certain school zone, and it can be anything. So basically you have to leave where you're at. And some people who are not in tune, or when we're not in tune, we'll look at the situation like, oh my gosh, I want to buy a home and I want to be a homeowner and this is why, and now I have to leave and me and my kids or me and my family are going to be homeless, or we're not going to have a place to go because we have to leave here, and where are we going to go, and I can't buy a house right now. But think about this part. How was you gonna own a home if you were in an apartment? So that's what it goes back to my sermon, a messing up into a blessing up. Because in order for you, so you go through this process, you leave in some place that you were living, you wanted to leave there to move into a house. However, you may have ended up in a shelter, or you may have ended up residing with other friends and families, couch surfing, or living out of your car for some people, um, anything like that. And out of nowhere, you probably get an opportunity. You might meet a real estate agent that tells you you can take a home owners or home buyers course for free in your community, or for a discount rate, so that you can eventually in goals of purchasing a home. But how was you going to make that connection if you was already living up in something?